So thank you very much for joining us for the Andrew Street Bicycle Boulevard Virtual Town Hall. My name is Ryan Fagan, and I'm a project manager with the City of Tucson Department of Transportation and Mobility. I'm joined here today by Fernanda Quintanilla, who will be translating the presentation into Spanish, as well as facilitating the bilingual question and answer period. We have two main goals tonight. The first goal is to share information about the Andrew Street Bicycle Boulevard project, including what it is, where it's located, why we're investing in the project, and when design and construction will occur. The second goal is to answer any questions you have and listen to any concerns. If questions come up as we're talking, please feel free to type them into the Q&A box. Unfortunately, that isn't working right now, but if it starts working, please do so. For those of you who called in, we'll give you an opportunity to ask questions at the end of the presentation, and we'll let you know how you can unmute yourself at that time. Fernanda, you're muted.
Thanks. Bienvenidos todos. Gracias por acompañarnos en nuestra asamblea virtual del Boulevard de Bicicleta Andrew Street. Mi nombre es Fernanda Quintanilla y estaré traduciendo la presentación a español y facilitaré el periodo bilingüe de preguntas y respuestas con mi compañero Ryan Fagan. Tenemos dos objetivos principales esta noche. El primer objetivo es compartir información sobre el proyecto de Boulevard de Bicicletas Andrew Street y detalles como dónde está ubicado el proyecto, por qué estamos invirtiendo en este tipo de proyecto y cuándo ocurrirá el diseño y la construcción. El segundo objetivo es responder a cualquier pregunta que tenga y escuchar cualquier inquietud.
So I think we'll skip through this section. This was about how to use the Q&A box. If it works again, we'll skip back to this later. And we can't put the survey link in the chat, unfortunately. So what are the project goals for this? The Andrew Street Bicycle Boulevard project is about more than improving the route just for bicyclists. The project will improve safety for everyone who uses the street by slowing and reducing cut-through traffic and making it easier for people walking and biking across busy streets.
El proyecto de Boulevard de Bicicletas Andrew Street es más que mejorar la ruta solamente para ciclistas. El proyecto mejorará la seguridad de todos los que usan la calle al reducir la velocidad del tráfico y facilitar que los peatones y ciclistas crucen las calles concurridas.
So what is a bicycle boulevard? It's a traffic-calm neighborhood street where people of all ages and abilities feel comfortable walking and biking. While it's called a bicycle boulevard and is designed to provide a low-stress alternative to biking on busy streets, the improvements will bring safety and livability benefits to all roadway users and people who live along the route.
Mientras se llama un boulevard de bicicletas y está diseñado para proporcionar una alternativa de bajo estrés a ciclistas en calles concurridas, las mejoras brindarán beneficios de seguridad y habitabilidad para todos los usuarios de las calles y las personas que viven a lo largo de la ruta.
Bicycle boulevards use a collection of relatively low-cost features to calm traffic and make it easier for people biking and walking across busy streets. These elements include speed humps, neighborhood traffic circles, landscape curb extensions, wayfinding signage and pavement markings, 20-mile-per-hour speed limit signs, and push-button crossings of major streets. Some of these features, such as traffic circles and curb extensions, also provide opportunities to plant trees and shrubs that can add shade, beautify the street, and help mitigate spot flooding.
Los bulevares de bicicletas utilizan una colección de elementos de costo relativamente bajo para reducir la velocidad del tráfico y facilitar que peatones y ciclistas crucen las calles concurridas. Estos elementos incluyen topes de velocidad, rotondas de tráfico, extensiones de banqueta, señales de carril compartido, letreros de límite de velocidad y cruces con botones de las calles principales. Algunas de estas características, como rotondas y extensiones de banqueta, también brindan oportunidades para plantar árboles y arbustos que puedan agregar sombra, embellecer la calle y ayudar a mitigar las inundaciones.
This project is funded by Proposition 407, which is a bond package passed by Tucson voters in 2018 to improve city parks, including access to parks. This map shows all the Proposition 407 connections projects. The The blue lines on this map are bicycle safety and mobility projects, the majority of which are funded bicycle boulevards. The Andrew Street Bicycle Boulevard is a bicycle safety and mobility project. It connects 8 parks, 6 schools, and 1 library, and has an estimated design and construction cost of $1.2 million. Together with the funded greenways and shared use paths, you can start to see how Proposition 407 projects will create a network of low-stress bikeways that will connect schools, parks, jobs, and neighborhoods throughout the city.
Este proyecto está financiado por la Proposición 407, que es un paquete de bonos aprobado por los votantes de Tucson en 2018 para mejorar los parques de la ciudad y el acceso a los parques. Este mapa muestra todos los proyectos de la red de conexiones de la Proposición 407. Las líneas azules demuestran proyectos de movilidad y seguridad en bicicleta, la mayoría de los cuales son bulevares de bicicleta. El Boulevard de Bicicletas Andrew Street es un proyecto de movilidad y seguridad en bicicleta que conecta 8 parques, 6 escuelas, una librería y tiene un costo de construcción y diseño estimado de 1.2 millones. Junto con las vías verdes y las vías de uso compartido, puedes comenzar a ver cómo los proyectos de la Proposición 407 crearán una red de ciclovías de bajo estrés que conectarán escuelas, parques, trabajos y vecindarios en toda la ciudad.
This project was also included in the City of Tucson's Bicycle Boulevard Master Plan, which was adopted by the Mayor and City Council in 2017.
Este proyecto también se incluyó en el Plan Maestro de Boulevard de Bicicletas de la ciudad de Tucson, que fue adoptado por el alcalde y el Consejo Municipal en 2017.
The Andrew Street Bicycle Boulevard is about 5.5 miles long and will be improved from the Barraza Aviation Bikeway near Tucson Boulevard to just east of Wilmot Road. The photos here show a typical view of the existing conditions along Andrew Street. The project crosses major streets where there are not currently any traffic signals, including Alvernon, Swan, Craycroft, and Wilmot. As part of the project, new push-button crossings for people walking and biking will be installed at major streets, and existing push-button crossings will be upgraded to work better for people on bikes.
El Boulevard de Bicicletas Andrew Street tiene aproximadamente 5 millas y media de largo y se mejorará desde Barraza Aviation Bikeway, cerca de Tucson Boulevard, hasta el este de Wilmot Road. Las fotos muestran una vista típica de las condiciones existentes a lo largo de Andrew Street. El proyecto atraviesa las calles principales donde actualmente no hay señales de tráfico, incluyendo Alvernon, Swan, Craycroft y Wilmot. Como parte del proyecto, se instalarán nuevos cruces de botones para personas que caminan y andan en bicicleta en las calles principales, y los cruces existentes se actualizarán para que funcionen mejor para las personas en bicicleta.
Right now, we're in the early stages of public input and design. We'll be hosting virtual meetings like this one, and we're asking the public to complete our online survey and give feedback using an interactive map, which will inform the design of the project. We anticipate that design will be complete by mid to late 2021, and that construction will start in early 2022. In addition to virtual meetings like this one, we'd really love to meet with your neighborhood association or other community groups about this project. We want to make sure everyone has a chance to provide their input on the project.
En este momento, estamos en las primeras etapas de diseño y comentarios públicos. Organizaremos reuniones virtuales como esta y le pediremos al público que complete nuestra encuesta en línea y brinde comentarios utilizando un mapa interactivo que informará el diseño del proyecto. Anticipamos que el diseño estará completo a mediados o fines de 2021 y que la construcción comenzará a principios de 2022. Además de reuniones virtuales como esta, nos encantaría reunirnos con ustedes y sus asociaciones de vecinos u otros grupos comunitarios sobre este proyecto. Queremos asegurarnos de que todos tengan la oportunidad de agregar su opinión sobre el proyecto.
We really hope you'll visit the project website and take our survey and comment on the interactive map. The survey will help us to understand public opinion about issues and potential improvements in general, and the interactive map provides an opportunity for residents and people who regularly travel along the corridor to provide location-specific feedback to the design team. The interactive map allows users to click on roadway segments and intersections and submit comments, questions, or ideas for improvements. You can also find information on Proposition 407 and bicycle boulevards. Please stay tuned to the website for information about upcoming events. We'll also upload preliminary design plans for review once those have been produced by our engineering consultant.
Esperamos que visite el sitio web del proyecto, responda a nuestra encuesta y deje sus comentarios en el mapa interactivo. La encuesta nos ayudará a comprender la opinión pública sobre los problemas y las posibles mejoras en general. El mapa interactivo nos da una oportunidad para que los residentes y las personas que viajan regularmente a lo largo del corredor brinden comentarios específicos en lugares concretos al equipo de diseño. El mapa interactivo permite a los usuarios hacer clic en los segmentos e intersecciones de las calles y proveer comentarios, preguntas o ideas para mejorar el área. También puede encontrar información sobre la proposición 407 y los bulevares de bicicleta.
So what about things like sidewalks, lighting, and pavement improvements? So those items were not part of the project as approved by voters, and they're not covered in the budget for this project. However, the City of Tucson is currently working on a citywide transportation master plan that is considering additional improvements. We have a virtual open house that you can join at any time to learn about the process and provide input. And you can go to movetucson.org/VOH to join.
Entonces, ¿qué tal las banquetas, la iluminación y el pavimento? Esos artículos no formaban parte del proyecto aprobado por los votantes y no están cubiertos por el presupuesto de este proyecto. Sin embargo, en este momento, la ciudad de Tucson está trabajando en un plan maestro de transporte para toda la ciudad que está considerando mejoras adicionales. Contamos con una jornada de puertas abiertas virtual a la que puede unirse en cualquier momento para conocer el proceso y dar su opinión. Pondremos el enlace del sitio web que puedes ver ahí en la pantalla.
So just a quick side note here, the Department of Transportation and Mobility is always available to take care of any maintenance issues on our city streets. If there's a pothole that's been bothering you, a tree branch is blocking the street, or any other maintenance concern comes up, please report it. You can call and report to 520-791-3154, or you can email t.concerns@tucsonaz.gov. That's tdotconcerns@tucsonaz.gov. Or you can submit a service request form to our website. And you can go to bit.ly, that's bit.ly/tdotconcerns.
El Departamento de Transporte y Movilidad siempre está disponible para atender cualquier problema de mantenimiento en las calles de nuestra ciudad. Si hay un bache que te ha estado molestando, una rama de un árbol bloqueando la calle o surge cualquier otro problema de mantenimiento, infórmanos. Puede llamar por teléfono al 520-791-3154. Puede reportarlo por correo electrónico a t.concerns@tucsonaz.gov. That's TDOTCONCERS@tucsonaz.gov. O puede enviar un formulario de solicitud de servicio a bit.ly/t.concerns, bit.ly/tdotconcerns y pusimos la información en la pantalla.
Finally, we'd like to invite all of you to attend the first annual City of Tucson Transportation Talks, or TTT, a virtual conference which will be held on March 3rd and 4th of 2021. We'll be exploring how far Tucson has to come and how far it has to go to build a balanced transportation network across the city that allows all people to comfortably and safely navigate the public spaces in our community. There will be a variety of speakers in various keynote and breakout sessions discussing a variety of topics such as safer streets and climate change as it pertains to transportation challenges and opportunities. Registration is free and open to the public. Please go to the link listed below to register.
Finalmente, nos gustaría invitarlos a todos a asistir a la primera conferencia anual de Tucson Transportation Talks, Triple T, una conferencia virtual que se llevará a cabo del 3 al 4 de marzo de 2021. Exploraremos hasta dónde ha llegado Tucson y hasta dónde tiene que llegar para construir una red de transporte equilibrada en toda la ciudad que permita a todas las personas navegar de manera cómoda y segura por los espacios públicos de nuestra comunidad. Habrá una variedad de oradores en varias sesiones que discutirán temas como llegar a calles más seguras y el cambio climático en lo que respecta a los desafíos y oportunidades de transporte. La inscripción es gratuita y abierta al público. Vaya al enlace que aparece en la pantalla para registrarse.
And with that, we're happy to take your questions. If you're joining us by phone, you can press *6 to unmute yourself and ask questions. And again, we apologize for the Q&A not working properly. So I'm going to put up here the call-in information here. Hopefully you can see that. Oh shoot, sorry about that. And so we would ask if you remain on your computer, please mute the audio on your computer because there's a delay on the computer side of things. So please mute your computer, and then you can call 213-293-2303, and then you'll enter this conference ID number. That's 751-088-351, and then pound.
Ahorita vamos a tomar sus preguntas. Como no está trabajando el chat, tenemos la información de cómo llegar a la...
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Hi, do you have a question?
Am I on the line?
You are, yes.
I'm Mrs. Blevins, and I have 2 or 3 or 4 questions. Why doesn't this route run by the Harriet Johnson Park? That seems like a very nice place for bicycle riders to pause, maybe get a drink out of the drinking fountain, cool off, whatever. I'm south of that park, and I am on 26th Street, and I was just wondering why it was routed in front of my house instead of by the park.
Ryan, let me just translate that real quick. La pregunta fue que por qué no pusimos esta ruta enfrente del parque de Harriet Johnson, que ella piensa que tiene más sentido.
So that's a good question. Let me go back to the slide where it shows the project route. There we go. So let's see here. So Harriet Johnson Park is I guess it's just a block north of the route, right here.
A short block.
Right. Yeah. So that's a good question. So the reason for that is this route, we're trying to make it as straight and as not circuitous as we can for people who are using it to travel east and west. Just because the Bike Boulevard route is on these streets doesn't mean you can't detour onto other neighborhood streets, and those just being a short block away, hopefully it's not too much of an imposition.
I wish to say that there is already a jog in that when 26th Street meets South Saguaro, it jogs, so it wouldn't be but the end of a short block to go north and go by the park. So we've already got a jog, so we're just jog slightly more to go then on 26th from South Saguaro east, and then there's such a slight jog because it's the end of the block. I maintain that would have been better to go by the park. Now, my next question is, Ryan, what address can we write to you for those of us who don't have a computer and don't have email? What is your address?
Oh, that's let's see. You could. That's hard because we're working remotely right now. So if you want to write a letter, you can send it to 201 North Stone Avenue, and then specify the 5th floor, and then my name. That's
okay.
Zip code's 85701.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah,
I've got it.
and include the attention to me, Ryan Fagan, RyanFagan. But so we don't go into the office very often. So if you do send a letter, it might be a while before we get to it. Until we're able to return to the office safely. But you're always welcome to give me a phone call if you have any questions and you want to discuss the project. And you can call me at 520-419-2245.
And the beginning of that before the 419 was what? 520?
520.
What was it?
Yeah, it was 520.
520-419-2245. One
That's
more
correct.
question.
Mm-hmm.
I found out about this meeting only because of the kindness of you mailing a pretty good sized card. And can I count on you to continue to send notices like that in the mail?
Yes. So the next time
for future meetings.
Absolutely, yeah. That's our our standard practice. So the next time we have a meeting or meetings scheduled, we will send out another round of postcards to the same people who received them previously. So everyone within a quarter mile of the project area should have received a postcard. So we expect to do one more presentation or round of presentations in a few months once we have project designs, and then after that. Unless there are major changes to the project that we want to communicate back to you, the next time we'll send a notice in the mail will be when we're getting closer to construction and we're going to be providing updates about that process.
Will there be a place for the bus going south on Wilmot at 26th Street to have a place to pull out from traffic? Is that one of the improvements?
Unfortunately, no. That is not one of the improvements as part of this project. But that is something that you could submit to us as something that we would consider for inclusion in our mobility master plan, Move Tucson. It might be best for you to just, if you have anything beyond that, to just to give me a call and tell me what you'd like. But for those of you who can see the presentation on the computer, there's the website there, movetucson.org/VOH.
When one is going to be muted, it says automatically, "You are no longer needed." Did you know that?
I did not know that. I thought that's very interesting.
I thought it was. It gave me a chuckle. I believe I'm done with my questions, and thank you for answering them. I felt you did a good job. Thank you.
Thank you very much for joining us, and thank you for your questions. I see we have someone else who joined us by phone. Do you have any questions?
Maybe I can just do a brief summary in Spanish.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, sorry, Fernanda.
No, you're totally fine. That's why I take notes. La señora quiso saber que por qué la ruta no va enfrente del parque Harriet Johnson. Ryan, el gerente de proyecto, dijo que es porque la ruta quieren que la ruta sea lo más directa posible para personas que viajan al este o a oeste. La otra, el comentario que tuvo la señora Blevin fue que nos agradeció mucho que le mandamos una carta por correo para informarle de la cita y quería saber si íbamos a continuar a mandar noticias por correo. Le informó Ryan que sí, que vamos a seguir mandando las noticias por correo, que vamos a tener otra presentación cuando estemos un poco más cerquita a la construcción. Thank you. Gracias. Do you want to put the phone number up again? in case anyone has any additional questions.
Yeah, let's see. So any of you who are joining us by computer, you're still welcome to call in to 213-293-2303. And then when prompted, you enter the conference code of 751-088-351, and then pound. I'll leave this up here for a little bit. Anybody else joining us by phone who might have any questions or comments? So just if you're on the phone and you make sure, if you have any questions, make sure to unmute by pressing *6.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, this is Harry Ain. I'm a resident on 26th Street, and I was wondering, during this project, are you going to post people's suggestions that they may have placed on the online survey?
Yeah, that's something that we can share. We want to make sure that we keep that, people's submissions anonymous. But yeah, that's
sure.
something that we can share. Yeah, once we've received the we've received and collected all of the input this round, we can post a summary of it on the project website.
Okay, and then maybe replies as to if that's something that's going to be considered, or why not.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So we can address people's questions. So, as I mentioned, the scope for this project is limited to certain kinds of improvements, and there are always engineering or budgetary considerations to take into account as well. But we'll do our best to explain, why or why not we're able to incorporate people's suggestions.
Yeah, because someone's idea might be better than another's, or whatever. Yeah, but it'd be nice to know if people are considering the same thing, or may raise other questions and concerns.
For sure.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm sorry, Ryan, my internet just went off. What was the question, so I can?
The question was, will we be posting people's people's comments from the online survey and the online map, and then our responses to those, and specifically whether or not we'll be incorporating those improvements that people suggest or addressing their concerns. And I said, yeah, we can do that.
Okay. So la pregunta fue que si íbamos a poner los comentarios de la encuesta que tenemos en línea, si le vamos a poner en nuestro sitio web del proyecto, y la respuesta fue que sí, que los vamos a hacer esos detalles, vamos a poner los detalles en nuestro sitio web.
Do we have anybody else who's joined us by phone who has any questions? And a reminder to press #6 to unmute yourself if you are currently muted. Oh, I'm sorry, not #6, *6. Sorry.
I was gonna say, I was like, is it pound or star?
So we're going to stick around for a little while longer just in case anybody shows up late and has questions. So those of you who are joining us, you're welcome to stick around. You're welcome to call in and ask questions. Again, we're really sorry about the technical difficulties we're having with the question and answer box. But we'll be here for a little while longer in case you have any other questions, want us to go over anything in the presentation.
Hi there.
Hi.
Hi, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
This has to do with the segment that's close to Alvernon off of 26th Street.
Mm-hmm.
And it involves that little alley that is north of the storage facility and the Chatterbox Bar.
Mm-hmm.
It's the little segment of road that has a blind corner, and that's used a lot of times as a quick cut through from the neighborhood onto Alvernon.
Mm-hmm.
Would there be considerations as to blocking that so only bicycle and pedestrian traffic could go through there?
That's something that we can certainly can consider. We'll need to check and make sure that's not an emergency access route or there isn't some other reason why we can't restrict vehicles. So we'll certainly look into that and see if that's a possibility.
Okay. And the other concern is using the Hawk light on Alvernon. You have to travel out of that alleyway in front of the bar, in front of Luke's sandwich shop, and especially Luke's, cars fly in and out of there in a hurry. So I would imagine there would be consideration about making it more visible for pedestrians and cyclists.
Yes, so as part of the hawk crossing improvements, converting that to a bike hawk, we'll also be looking at adding a two-way bike path, bike and pedestrian path between the alley and the hawk light, as well as addressing any concerns that may arise related to vehicles pulling in and out of the businesses there.
Okay. All right. Well, we're really excited about this project.
It's great to hear. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us.
I'll just do a quick summary. El participante nos preguntó que si hay manera de bloquear para carros el callejón de Alvernon, que está cerca de 26, enfrente de un edificio. Y dijo Ryan, el gerente de proyecto, que tal vez hay oportunidad de bloquear ese callejón para solo peatones y ciclistas, pero primero tenemos que revisar que no sea una ruta de acceso de emergencia. Y luego hizo la pregunta, el comentario que la luz Hawk en Alvernon, enfrente del restaurante Luke's, a veces es muy peligroso porque los carros que van a Luke's salen del estacionamiento muy rápido y es peligroso. Y dijo Ryan que vamos a agregar una luz Hawk con botón para bicicletas para que sea más visible y más accesible la luz Hawk. Thank you.